look at a number of things. Clearly, I think they beat us in every category tonight. I think clearly we started the game a little hectic, a little bit rattled to start the year, and sometimes that's normal. First night out, excitement, new group. Obviously, it was a little clunky at times, but my message to the guys was just the raising our standards of competition. We gave up 21 offensive rebounds. We turned the ball over. We let them in our paint way too often. Just things that we've been preparing for, we've been working at, and we just didn't execute. And it's a process. It's a process for our group, but at the same time, there's competitive standards, and there's an opportunity for us to grow every night here, but we got to compete at a higher level.
Steve, it seemed like the back end of the second quarter is when you guys started to get going offensively. It cut it to 8-9. Just what started to change around that time?
Well, I thought we played with a little more fluidity. At the first quarter felt very hectic. We weren't getting to our spots. We weren't getting to our sets. There wasn't the poise in our actions to create advantages. In the second quarter, we started to slow down a little bit, got a little bit more aggressive with that poise that allowed us to create those advantages and get good looks. But, we also missed a lot of good shots tonight. Didn't play a good ball game. But for me, that's going to happen. It's really more about the competition level and us just raising it. Now the season's here, and that was a great kind of warning shot of what the standard is.
Kind of in that vein, obviously, this is not the biggest, beefiest roster in the world, but when you see 36-4 in second chance points, is that roster or is that more mindset?
Well, look, we're never going to be the biggest team. We're not going to lead the league in rebounds, but there's still a level of understanding that that's a weakness for us. We've talked about it every day. We have to come back, double team on the glass, and flood it. That's a part of just being competitive, being aware, understanding where our weaknesses are, and trying to combat them from the start.
Coach, this is the second time that Ben fouled out. Just what are you seeing from him? And do you think it's officiating that he maybe has to get used to? And then on top of that, just what do you think about the game he played?
I just think he's rusty. A guy who hasn't played for over a year. He's still getting used to referees, defense, offense. This is a process for Ben. I've said it a lot. You guys have heard me say it, that, he's shown obviously glimpses of the player we know he is and can be, but it's not easy. We're here to support him. We're here to push him. Coach him up and try to get him to a place where he can play at the level he's played at in the past. It's all there for him. I think that you see those glimpses throughout the preseason, but now putting it together, really getting his legs under him, his rhythm, and then assimilating to a new group, there's a lot on his plate. But, as long as he continues to build his confidence and play hard and play with force, we're fine with him making mistakes as he grows into this.
Steve, I got a couple for you. In the last couple of preseason games, the ball movement was so good. Mm-hmm. Why do you think that dropped off so significantly tonight?
Yeah, I think the way we started the game, it just got really clunky. I think we were, maybe overly excited or tense to start a new season. So it was definitely a step back in the first quarter for sure. I thought the second quarter we started to loosen up and have a glimpse, but it's really hard sometimes when you're giving up offensive putbacks time and time again. It takes the sting out of the game for us. We're trying to play with pace, and I also thought we felt new. It felt like we were gaining some rhythm the last two preseason games tonight. It felt a little all new, less common experiences. It felt like that was just a totally new game and level for our group that we've never played in a real NBA game together, and it kind of exposed us a little bit to how fresh this is. But our group's got experience, we've got talent, and once the pieces fit together and we stay with this process, they'll improve.
Secondly, nobody was quite sure what to expect from Zion. What did you think of his performance given how much time he's missed?
You could see obviously how physical he is and how difficult he is to keep off your rim and off the offensive glass. It looks like he's healthy and playing very well again.